everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to GP's Odds and Ends. Jessica here. So as you know, I've started doing some of my budgeting and giving videos. Today I decided to do my online, and I'm also going to do my wallet and my long-term funds. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it since we kind of have a lot. I don't have a lot since this is my third paycheck of September, and I usually only have 2 paychecks per month. This is a magic month, they call it, for me. So I am putting some money into this that will give me what I need for my online bills from September 30th through my next paycheck, which will not be until October 14th. So I did need to put a little bit into some of these funds. My storage rent unit is fully funded. My phone, and I did already update these trackers just to save a little bit of time, but my phone is getting 8 today. My bill went up a little bit, so I needed to give it just a little extra boost. So I'm doing 5, 7, and 8, so I should have 84. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80, 82, 83, 84. Credit cards. I do need to pay credit cards from now until October 14th. So right now on my credit cards, I'm just doing minimum payments, but I am going to start tackling that soon. So I'm going to do 250s, and then we're getting 200 today. So that's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. I don't need to count that again, right? Who am I getting? 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Okay, for my loan payment, I did have a payment that went through, so this is currently empty. This is the debt that I am focusing on right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do the 50, 52, 54 that I normally need to pay. So that is my minimum amount whenever it gets paid. But the $700 that I am trying to, my goal for this month is going to go towards that. Subscriptions. I keep forgetting that these are already opened. I do have money in here already. I did cancel some of my subscriptions that I had, so I'm just going to let that money stay there in case I decide to sign up for anything new. I did switch. I had a YouTube subscription that I no longer have and switched to a Patreon, one specific Patreon, so I'll get into that at another time, just for the sake of time on this one. But I do need to fund this for my OnStar and Sirius, so that's going to be 61. I'm going to do that with the 20s, and I'm sorry if you hear noise in the background. We have laundry going right now. 20, 40, 60, and 1, so I should have 91 total. $20, $40, $60, $70, $80, $85, $91. Hello Fresh. So a payment went through yesterday for the meal I will be getting on Monday. I'm not sure when you'll be seeing this video, but I need to fund this with $101 for the next couple of weeks of meals that we will be getting. So I'm just going to do that with the 50, 101. And actually this money was supposed to come out. That was 58, so I had that's the payment for what went through yesterday. So 55, 70. So this should not have been in the envelope. And now we have the 101 for the next 2 weeks. Shopping. This is where I need to kind of watch myself. I have $4 left. I'm funding with 100, so I'm just gonna do 250s for now, just to keep it simple, and I'll break that down as needed when I make a purchase. I do need to get some more of the lotion that I was using from Eczema Honey, so I want to stock up on that, but I'm not gonna do a big amount of product like I did the very first time. I just need to get maybe 1 or 2 things. This one here is gas, so this is my little label. So I typically throughout the week, whenever my bank does the save as you go transfer, I will put that money in the front of my tracker, just because I don't want to go through and have like 10 million transfers throughout the month, because it'll take $1 or $2 every time something comes out of my checking account and transfer it over to my savings. So I'm just using that transfer to help fund my gas, and then once this is at 100, I'll fund my Dunkin' Donuts envelope with that money. For the time being though, because I did use some gas over the last couple of weeks, this is getting an additional 10 besides the $4 that was transferred over the last couple of weeks. So we are now at 50, 70, 80, 82, 84, 86, 87, 88, 89. So we're almost back to 100 with that. And this money I keep in my savings account, and then as I use it, I will just transfer it over electronically. It's just easier to deal with that way. And the same for the Dunkin' Donuts. I currently have 5, and I will be adding 10 when the gift card that I make my purchases through, because I get rewards and free drinks and things like that, when it falls below $10 after making purchases, it'll reload 30. So I want to keep this at least 30 whenever that reload happens. So we're at 15 right now, so we're doing pretty good there. Okay, so this is the money that will match up for all of my online bills. I'm going to go ahead and put this all away and move on to my wallet and my long-term funds. Okay, so I am back and I have my long-term binder. I have the cash. So this is real cash that I pulled out of my bank account. This is, you haven't seen probably the Happy Mail video. I got this breakdown slip from Sincerely Roxy Designs. She has a YouTube channel, Sincerely Roxy, and Etsy is Sincerely Roxy Designs. So this is laminated, so I can wipe all of this off with alcohol and reuse it. So it makes it just easier for my bank. And then I also like to get the receipts from the bank as well. And you can, even though these are bank receipts, scan them with your Fetch account. I have a lot of fun doing that, especially with the bank receipts, because they come up as weird weird things and items. I do have my Fetch information below, so if you want to join up, we'll both get additional points for that, so check that out. But the last couple of times when I've scanned my bank receipts, when I'm pulling out this money, you get 25 points. So anytime you scan any receipt, doesn't matter where it comes from, you get 25 points, and then you can put that towards gift cards. So I'm trying to kind of stack up some of those points to get maybe gift cards for Christmas and help maybe supplement some of my Christmas shopping and things like that. But the last couple of times, I think one of my receipts came up as a purchase for chicken cordon bleu from CVS. And then another time, I think it came up as chicken Caesar salad from like USPS. It's just like so hilarious to see what those receipts come up as. Usually when you're doing grocery shopping, it'll show, the correct information, but it's funny to see the bank ones. I don't know why they come up like that, but it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for a moment, and we're going to go ahead and count this money first. I like to keep track of that on my calculator, so just easier for me. So let me go ahead and get started here. So we have one, 2, 3. Those are some nice $100 looking bills. So that's 300, 50, 150, 200 in 50s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40. So 540. Okay, and then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And 5, 10, 15, 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are working with 1147, so that is correct. Just going to put those right there. All right, so let me actually get into my wallet first. So I'm going to pull all of these out. And actually, I did transfer all of my coins into this mason jar. There's not much in here, but there is also, we have a coin counter. I believe we got this on Amazon. My mom has had it for a really long time. So the nice thing about this is it has the marks on there. Once you get to the top, you can just easily kind of push the coin wrapper right down in there, especially the ones that are already formed, the ones that are not folded in half, and they fit easily down in there. You just turn it upside down, your coins go into the wrapper, everything else stays put with these little tabs, and they're super easy to fill your coin wrappers that way. So there's a lot of coin in here already that we have not counted yet. So that will probably go towards family vacation. I'm just going to go ahead, and I do have a bunch of coins. So a lot of the change that I have in here came from all of the money that I spent while I went to the Big E, to the wineries. I did some shopping, groceries, and things like that. So I have quite a lot of coin in there. So that is all set. And then this is all of my 5s and 1s that I got from shopping and all the money that I spent from the Big E. So this is going to turn into my challenge money. This is also going to go towards any of the, if I've said them already, that word that shall not be said will be right here. These videos from October are going to be going towards an October awareness. I haven't decided what I want that to be yet. If I do, by the end of the video, I'll put that information. But I would like to do something, I was thinking maybe the sudden infant death syndrome awareness for October, or ADD and ADHD. Sorry about that. So I was thinking maybe one of those for October. I really want to stick to awarenesses that have to do with children or animals. So from my change, I do have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This is going to go into my challenge envelope. I still have $3 left, so with the 19, 20, 21, 22. So I will probably do a challenge video soon, since I have a little bit of money to work with. In the pile. There we go. I really don't like that 5. It's all ripped. I'm going to switch it out. Probably will put that into my wallet so that it gets used. All right. So that will go towards the counter or my challenges, so we'll figure that out at another time. Okay, so in my bank envelope, I do have some money. This is the money that I need to excuse me. This is the money that I need to deposit from September's counter. So this is the $23. I did already make the donation, but I've got the money in the bank. I'm just going to pay myself back with this money, so I'll deposit that soon. But if you saw my budget breakdown video which was on September 26th, I believe, for my September 30th paycheck, I did make the donation, or showed the donation that I made at the end of that. So that has been made, and my company matched it at 100%. So they are actually getting $46 instead of just the $23. And that went towards the TommyFund.org, which is for childhood cancer awareness for September. So for dining out is getting $50, and I am doing that in 20s and a 10. I need to get a cash tray. That's what I need to do. Maybe with my online shopping, I'll have to look into something on Etsy maybe. So with the 50, I have now 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 15, 20. For shopping, we are empty. I need to seriously stock up on clothes for winter. I am planning to maybe do a shopping trip to Kohl's with a friend of mine, so that I wanted to stock up a bit for, so this is getting a bit more than I would normally put in. But we have 200 going today. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Let me just double check that. And I didn't want to do it in anything higher than 20s, just, I don't know, it's easier. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So that should give me a nice little amount to shop with to get some more winter items. Groceries. I like to keep I don't even know if these are good anymore. They're good for a couple more days, but I'll keep the coupons that we get from our grocery store in there in case. But we are getting 80 for groceries today, and that is going to be in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80. So with my 20, we should have 100, 20, 40, 60, 81. Put my coupons back in there. And I like the store that I go to, so I'll usually give coupons for just meat in general or produce or things like that. So that's nice that they don't put specific brands and things like that. Entertainment is getting just 20. So some of this went towards Big E, but I didn't end up using a whole lot. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's why I didn't fund it with much this time. We may probably go and do something like haunted house related for October, or maybe a corn maze or something. So I'll keep you updated on that. And for beauty, I am getting my hair done later today. So today is actually September 30th as I'm recording this. So I wanted to put enough in here to get my hair done, as well as possibly a pedicure before we go away later in October. So this is getting 80, and I did decide to do a 50 to pay for my hair, and then 70 and 80. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135. Let me just double check. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135. All right, so this is it for my wallet. So that will keep me going for the next couple of weeks. Now we will move on to my, whoops, oh, I just opened the thing. Hopefully they're all in there. Okay, so taxes this time is getting 84. And I have not updated these trackers as of yet, but I will go ahead and do that later. I'll just go ahead and count what we have. So we're getting 50, 70, 80, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my sister's dog is visiting me. He came upstairs to see me, and he's so cute. You want to say hi to the peeps? Come here. Oh. You want to say hi to the peeps? Say hi. Say hi. Don't want him to mess up all the money, so he's adorable though. Okay, so now we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97. Oh, wait a minute. I completely forgot what I have already. 100, 200, 300. 320, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 400, 1 and 2. So 402. And I'll double check that when I update the counters. But this will be going towards probably car tax and anything that I might owe for state income tax when we do our taxes in April or before April. Annual payments, I did use a little bit of this for Hulu. They actually gave me a free month, so I thought this was going to come out a few days ago, so I did put the money in my bank account, but it's probably not going to come out until end of October, but the money will be sitting in the bank, so I am switching to paying yearly for Hulu instead of doing the monthly Disney bundle subscription. But anyways, annual payments is getting 35. So we're doing 20, 35. So we have, and I am still trying to figure out which P.O. box I want to get as well. So once I kind of have that figured out, I will update you on that. So we have 100, 50, 200, 220, 40, 55, 56, 57, 58. So 258. This is my car insurance envelope, so that is fully funded. I do have extra money in here, so I will probably leave what I will need for a payment in October to start this up again, but this amount's not going to come out until October 15th, so I will probably, when I go to make my debt payment, and when I go to put that into the bank, I'll probably do a bill swap, and I'll do this at the same time. Car maintenance is getting 10, so I'm going to start to slowly kind of build this up. I want to eventually, and maybe after the holidays, I'll start funding this a lot more, but I kind of want to have what my deductible for my car insurance would be in here, besides what I would need for car wash, oil change, or any maintenance type things like that. So right now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So right now I've just been using it for oil change and car wash, but I think I would feel more comfortable having the amount that I need for the deductible in there as well, in case something were to happen. I don't want to have to dip into emergency fund or something else to get that money. Gifts, so I'm going to continue to fund this for my I'm going to continue to fund this for Christmas. So this is getting 75, and I'm doing that with a 50, 70, and 5. All right, so now we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. It's 290. And again, I'll double check all of those before I update the trackers. So emergency, again, I am trying to slowly or consistently fund this as well. So I'm usually doing 10. So I am doing 10 again this month. So we have 50, 100, 120, 130. Same for my savings. So this should have the same amount as emergency, 50, 100, 120, 30, no, I'm sorry, 100, 10, 20, 30. Counting those as 20s instead of 10s. Good job, Jess. All right, and vacation. So this I am funding with 105. Whoops. So I had 5 in there. I just wanted to up that to 10, but I am going to do, since I have a lot of 50s in here, I wanted to get some 20s. So I'm not going to do bill swap probably in here unless I break some of the 50s down to 20s and stuff, just so I have kind of change to work with. But this is getting 105 today. So my goal for vacation before we went in October was to have 400 minimum in here. I'll be able to fund a little bit probably from my October paycheck right before we go. I'll get one more paycheck before we go, so I'll probably fund that a little bit more. I don't think I'll get to 500, but maybe another 50 or so in here, so close, a little bit closer to 500. And we are going to be doing a little like staycation in November as well, so I want to have money in there also for that, or to have some left over anyway. Anyhow, let me get back to this. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 5. Okay. So now we should have 410. 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 405, 410. So I am very happy for that. And I really don't want to dip into any of, I know we'll be going out to eat and we'll be doing some things like that, you know, shopping and stuff. So that's what I want this money to go towards. I don't want to have to use any of the money that I designate in my wallet for dining out and shopping. That's like my normal money for home, so this is all going to be going towards meals and shopping and souvenirs or whatever it is that I want to do when we're there. Medical is getting 10, so I'm still slowly funding this as well until I find out what my insurance is going to be for next year, and then I will probably have a deductible, which, you know, it is what it is, but I would at that point want to fund this so I have the deductible amount in here. 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 26, 27. It's 127. It's an odd amount because I used a little bit for a prescription when I was getting my skin issue taken care of. It is much better, just a little bit of an update. I do get some flare, like I have a little bit of a flare-up on my wrist there. I'm not entirely sure why I'm still kind of getting some flare-ups, but it hasn't been to the extent that it was before. I haven't really, my neck has calmed down a lot, like it doesn't even look like I had anything going on, which is quite nice. But I get a little bit of some issues on my hands a little bit still, so I'm not entirely sure because I haven't really been doing very much nail-wise, as you can see. But I do have an appointment with my regular doctor here in the middle of October, so I'll probably try to address it there and see what they say. So I'm funding the money for my mom with a 25 to finish off this month, and I'll probably give her this today. 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. And debt. This one lost its little slider thing, so. So for my debt payment, my goal, as you know, for this, and actually this $3 that was left over, I'm not going to put that towards debt. This is also going into my challenge envelope. Whoops. So this was just kind of the odd amount, so I want to keep my debt payments at like a 5, ending in a 5 or a 0. So instead of 358, I have 350 today, or 353. I'm just doing the 350, and the 3 is going into the challenges. So my goal for this month for my debt payment is 700. So let's see if I made it. So I have 350 that I'm adding to this today. So let me go ahead and add this in. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my calculator here to make sure I'm counting it correctly as well. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 50, 100, 150, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Oh my goodness, I messed it up already. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 600, 650. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 750 so far. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. So I have 772. I'm going to even it out just at the 770, so I'm just going to put the $2 for my challenges. I'm not too worried about $200. I have far surpassed my 700 goals. We have 772. So I am super excited to put this towards my debt. I mean, it sucks that I have to pay off debt, but that's my problem. I got myself into it, so here we are getting out of it. So I am excited to do this. I'm probably going to go ahead and I want to put this money into the bank probably within the next few days or so. So I will probably do a bill swap with some of this soon. So that will be coming. All right, so for now, I am done with this. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.